Hello, SmartSocial partners. Josh and Beth here from SmartSocial.com here today. And we are so honored to be partnered with you in our VIP program, the Very Informed Parent Program, which is also Very Informed Pupil Program and Very Informed Professional Program because it has videos for the parents, the students, and your staff members. Now, we're going to give you just a quick overview of some of the latest stuff that Beth and our content team have been working on. So when you land on smartsocial.com, we're going to click on member resources up here on the right. That button is always there. We even have a video from this guy right here giving you an overview at any time for your parents to know what is available to them. We're logged in. How do we know? It says, Beth, you're logged in. I'm logged in as Beth here. So we're going to scroll down. Beth, I think the first thing we're clicking on here today is the pros and cons of video games as a family. Now, walk us through what your research did and what you found in this app guide.
Yeah, so I loved putting all of this information together. So the last few months of summer break, my kids were home. A lot of our staff kids were home. We said, what are parents dealing with right now? And we all said video games. They're on video games nonstop. What can we do? So we really put all of our brains together of what do parents need to know about all different types of video games. So our theme this month was all about the pros and cons of video games. And we started with some really great students who were willing to share about their own experiences of playing video games, what they like about it, what they don't like about it. They were willing to open up with Josh and talk about some of the things they don't like about it and maybe some things that they could change about it. And they knew that they were students talking to, yes, Josh, but they were talking to other students as well to give those tips. So I really love that we start this resource off right away for students talking to students.
And educators, you're watching this right now. We've really taken a pro video game approach with some caveats. Here's the 5 to 7 things you need to watch out for, but video games are good. There are a lot of strengths in here you're going to see that you can develop. Playing with your kids is an important one. So on exactly what Beth said is super important. It starts off with videos that are for students. So the first couple videos in here are really designed to be shown at home in front of students or as well in the classroom. So you'll see this right here. The student-friendly video can be shown in the classroom. We're trying to put that on all of our frameworks now. In addition, here's the student, parent, and educator training video as well. The student-friendly video can be shown in the classroom at home. So once again, everything's student-friendly above the fold, I'm going to call it. And in addition, don't forget that there will be no grandparent or no person that is dominant in another language is left behind. We're now in 10 languages, soon to be 11. So really, with our friends at Google, you can just click this button. It takes about 4 seconds. This whole page is translated into the native tongue of that person. We at SmartSocial really believe that helps them get a lot of wisdom so they can catch up. Okay, so Beth, let's go on down to some of the other stuff. Talk to us about the family checklist.
Yeah, so the family checklist was a really good idea of just very quick. It's a very short video, questions that parents can ask their kids and the kids can ask their parents when they're asking for a game. And it's a good discussion starter for how to pick games that work for your family and work for your kids, because there are so many different games out there and some work well for some families, some don't work well for some kiddos. So this is a really good way just to have that discussion and figure out what works for your family.
And Beth and the team have worked really hard, partners, to put little chapters here, and that's going to be the future. You wouldn't read a book and just have, the whole thing, 400 pages. You kind of want to know what are the sections. So we've done that as well here. We ask the major questions in little bubbles here, which are so cool. And then you can also see it along the right-hand side, just to make it super user-friendly. We're here for our parents, our educators, and our students. Now we're diving into, once again, a student-friendly video. There's more than 2 on this app guide. This team has worked so hard for you, partners. Walk us through the 5 ways family can be safer online. What's the benefit to somebody watching this, Beth?
Yeah, so the benefit is no matter what type of game you are playing, if it's on a Switch, a Wii, on a computer, on an Xbox, on their cell phones, these are very simple steps that parents and students can take together to be safe all together on the game.
Yeah, and a lot of our tips are below in text for those native language people who have a native language that's other than English. So everything is translated. This is the cool part. This is where we move into really the adult only content, if you will, the parents and the educators in the room, professional development. This really is positive. Students have watched this, and you know, we at SmartSocial are really pro video game, and we're going to be careful to make sure you understand the negatives as well, the cons. So we really try and take a balanced approach. We've got a bunch of people here that are pro video games. We talk about the concerns and stuff. So if you were to watch this, I think your students would see, hey, they're not all against video games. These are talk to us a little bit about what these professionals are saying in this video.
Yeah, so I think a lot of them share their own experiences of playing video games themselves as kids or as adults or with the kids that they are working with in their professions. So they're really coming from it, just like you said, of there are dangers, but there are really good positive things that can come out of video games too. And they're all pulling from their experiences right now in the field of either psychology or therapy or working within video games.
There's a bunch of great little nuggets in there. We've also got quick tips for parents. This is a 3-minute video. So if parents say, I'm just too busy, great. If you can give us 3 minutes, and we even have chapters in there, we will give you the world, if you will. Next, why do students want to play? And then we dive into a lot of technology. One of my favorite things as well are, as you go down, you're going to see a lot of data down here. And this data is going to show you, our team has really carefully gone through, what do we need to know about the industry? What are the statistical impact that it could have on my family? And then entrepreneurs, look at this. Forbes is saying how Roblox is training the next generation of gaming entrepreneurs. A little bit of a red flag. We don't want to get your kids too motivated for money yet, but doing something productive to help others to do good. Awesome. Amazing. Once again, playing video games with your kids for 15 minutes a week is definitely one of our biggest key takeaways here, parents, and you know, a lot of our partners are parents. So as well. So Beth, what do you have to say to really just kind of wrap this guide up?
Yeah, so one thing that we didn't cover is at the top, we have a link for a downloadable PDF for students to fill out as you're going. So again, I think this is all about creating a great dialogue between parents and students. And as we all start to look forward to the school year, it's a great opportunity for students to reflect on what they've done for the last 2 months and how it feels to them and where they want to take it from here, especially as their priorities hopefully will shift back into school and having more homework and activities, how they can integrate having fun on video games with all the other priorities that are coming up with school. So overall, I just hope that this resource is a benefit to families to have a discussion and make this a family decision.
Excellent. We also have a social media student internship. It's a chance for students to get involved and either dive into social media and teach us what they learned, or take a little bit of a detox and tell us what they've learned. All of their internship program content helps us to be better at SmartSocial, and some of their videos with parent permission are put into our program. So the students are not only researching, helping, and getting service hours on their soon to be someday resume, and also becoming wiser and more empathetic, but they're also helping SmartSocial serve you better, which is just a feel-good win-win. I'm getting all excited. There's a ton more content. We could go on and on. Partners, shout out to Beth and the content team. They're working overtime for you. Please email us if you have any questions, concerns. We will send you resources. We will take every one of your questions and we'll turn it into looking through our 400 resources and maybe adjusting one and giving it back to you so you can help the parents, the staff, and the students in your community. Beth, anything else you have to say?
Should we talk about what's coming up this month that our VIP members can look forward to?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Again, this one comes from our motivation of knowing our kids are going back to school. They are connected to their devices. They're having fun. A lot of that comes with social media challenges. So it is very common in the beginning of the school year that kids are on these social media challenges. They become all the hit that they're talking about in the halls. So this month's theme is all about social media challenges. There are good ones out there. There are some not good ones out there. So we really want to give parents and educators an overview of what social media challenges are. Why do kids even want to participate in them? I enjoy watching some of them. They can be a good laugh, but we also want everybody to know at what expense are you getting that laugh from? And what to think about if you want to participate in the social media challenge. So this month we are pulling again some students that will talk about their experience with social media and social media challenges, and then some experts to help us understand why so many kids want to participate.
And if you want to take a sneak peek, roll over resources. There's the 100 plus popular teen app list. It's actually 130 to 140. This is one of our flagship pages. And on the far right, dangerous social media challenges. There are some good ones. We really cover some of the more dangerous ones. There's fun ones as well. There's one called the Tortilla Challenge, where The Rock and his friend slap each other with tortillas. It's really funny on social media if you haven't seen it, because they're good friends. If you click on this, it'll walk you through some of the most dangerous ones, but we're going to start to hear from students. So students can teach students rather than us boomers. No offense, Beth, but students joke to me as like they're a boomer. I've definitely gotten that comment on my YouTube videos from time to time. And it's true. They want to hear from other students. So we're pulling that out of students saying, hey, this is a way more fun way to approach this in a safe way. Thank you so much, partners, for all that you've done and for your support at smartsocial.com. We look forward to having more resources for you. And as always, keep it light, bright, and polite. Your kids are watching. We'll see you soon on the next episode. Have a great day.